everything at your job just peachy keen? Because if so, let me know where you work so I can fill out an application if you are in the Dallas DFW area. Good morning, everyone. So I decided to get on this morning because today is the official day that I give my resignation to my job. I've been there since September of last year, so not too long. I started working there. It was my first job after going back to work after I got laid off. And it's crazy how God comes full circle. So the job I got laid off for, the company that I'm with now, we actually had to work with them in a different kind of aspect when I worked for my previous job. So it's just amazing how God works full circle. The people there were familiar with me, and so they were like, yes, get her in. And so that's how I got the job where I am now. I mean, I applied, but because people were familiar with me there, I was able to obtain the position. So I'm grateful for that. So why do you say, am I quitting the job? Long story short, and I may go into it again at another point, it's just really chaotic. So a couple of weeks ago, a full-blown manager, sent in an email. I'm not saying it's right or wrong how she did it, but this would be a Shanette move. But she left the email, 2.5 pages of why she left. And it's things everyone had seen. So, her shining the light on it out loud was probably very much needed, but it was not a wake-up call for the executive team and management there. It just was not, or like owners, it was not a wake-up call for them. So things are just, really chaotic. There's no formal sense of training there. It's just kind of all over the place. People, tend to get a little lazier when the boss is away and, causes more work for me. It's just, it's a lot. Like I said, we might go into it at some point, but I wanted to get on today because I am nervous about getting my resignation because, one, I'm good at what I do, and that's not even in a bragging way, but I work hard, and so I know they're not going to want me to leave, but there's nothing they can do to get me to stay because when I came to this job, I had already taken a pay cut, and then when I got there, they started cutting hours because they're going through the owner's going through some a divorce and legal issues and all that stuff. Y'all, it's crazy. It's really crazy. And plus, as a grown adult, there are just certain things that I need in a job. Like, why are we waiting a year before we get PTO? Like, we can take time off, they'll approve it, but we're not getting paid for it. Like, that's crazy to me. Nepotism there is wild. Even though, pay shouldn't be discussed again, amongst employees, but people were talking about pay, people are finding out how much other people are making, and it's crazy, y'all. It's really crazy. So yeah, I am giving my notice today, and typically I will give 2 weeks, but things just didn't line up that way. So I'm giving them, ample time so I can still do what I need to do and continue to train the person that's there. Or they might say, you know what, because this is Texas, at will, right? So they might also say, thank you for your service, and we'll go ahead and make today your last day, which, honey, is okay with me. Ooh, see, telephone. Which is okay with me too, because who doesn't want to take time off? I'm already taking a little time off between this job and the next one. So either way, I'm just really excited about this next opportunity I have. It'll allow me to, kind of get back to things I enjoy doing. So anyway, I just wanted to get on and hop on because I'm a little nervous this morning, but they're gonna get that notice regardless of. So I will keep you all posted, and y'all have a good day. Hey everyone. Okay, so I said I'm gonna start being nervous and just go ahead and talk to y'all. Like, that's why y'all are here, so we can chop it up. So let me say something. The point of this vlog is to show that I am literally spending half of my week this week in church, which is fine. We got a church conference coming up. It's going to be fire. But let me tell you why this conference came just in time, because the devil tried to test me at work today, y'all. Like, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. But, my boss is really trying to test my patience. So we're just going to talk. We're going to talk it out. So how, like, when you're good at your job and you're good at your job, not in a braggadocious way, but it's just my personality. I'm going to show up to work, do what I got to do it to the best of my ability, because that's just my personality. So, cool. I'm always doing that. I'll do that anytime I show up to work. But what we're not going to do is take people's hard work for granted, or take advantage of it, I should say, not for granted, or maybe a little bit of both. We're not going to take advantage of it. So my coworker, who is the admin assistant, is going on vacation. Long overdue for her. I'm like, if anybody needs a vacation in the office, it's her. Okay, so I'm glad she's going to Dominican with her new boo and his family. Love that for her. But guess who's next in line in charge? I won't say in charge, but taking over her duties and her roles. Okay, cool. But this is where it gets crazy. So my boss wanted me to work her hours. She works an hour longer than I do. That's a no-go. I'm not going to do that. For a couple of reasons. So you want me to do my job, her job, in the same week. They're bringing a new person in that I have to train. So you want me to do the job of 3 people with no perks or benefits. Now, the blessing in it is it's not like I'm asking or wanting anything, but we're not going to take that we're not going to use me and take advantage of me to do the work of 3 people. Like, what is everybody else doing? What is going on? And then after that, I was told that there would be some duties that I would not have to be responsible for while she was gone. Well, at the last minute today, through a third party, now that is my responsibility and my role. Let me tell you something, y'all. I'm a very hard worker, and that's one thing I do know, because it's just in me. It's my personality. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I want to make sure whatever I do to the best of my ability. But we're not going to take advantage of me. So I say all that to say, because really I'm just venting. Y'all, because y'all are my people now. We're going to grow to know each other and love each other and support each other. But that's just what I was going through today. So this conference is coming just in time, because I don't know if y'all are familiar with Bishop S.Y. Younger, but he's going to be there tonight. And I already know he's about to tear the church up. He's about to tear the church up. And it's just what I need in order to release what is inside of me, because now that I'm out of work, we're gonna let all that go. But I just wanted to come in here and share with y'all, because I'm sure all of us, have had something go on this work week, and if you hadn't, that's a blessing to have a job and to be working, especially in this economy and with the way things are going. But I also feel like at my ripe age, there are certain things that I'm just not going to. It's hard for us to say no. But there comes a point in time for your mental sanity that, you have to say no. So that was just my experience today. I said the enemy is really trying to get to me, because he knows this weekend is about to be something real good. Like, do y'all ever experience this at work, or is everything at your job just peachy keen? Because if so, let me know where you work so I can fill out an application. If you are in the Dallas DFW area, I will definitely fill out that application. You just let me know where you work, because that's a blessing. So before I get in this church, just wanted to finally get on and talk to y'all and not be all nervous and scared. And so this might be my first talk. I might put something before this so I don't come off like a complainer. You know what I mean? I don't want my first introduction to y'all to be a rant. But I hope everyone has a fantastic Friday night and an awesome weekend. And y'all take care of yourselves. I'm going to try to navigate my way through this traffic and be safe. All right, y'all take care. Bye. Hello, happy afternoon, everyone. Y'all, I probably look a mess. It's been a long day, and it was a good day, but it's raining, and I'm not a fan of the rain. I'm really not. Unless I'm like getting in bed and just relaxing, I do not like the rain. But look, y'all, I told y'all I was putting in my resignation today, and that's exactly what I did. I was extremely nervous, but I did it. So, yeah, just following up with y'all. It was very interesting. Very interesting, to say the least. I go in there, tell my boss. He reads the entire letter. It's a short one, so I'm like, his poker face is on. I'm like, okay, what is he thinking? What is he going to say? And I went in like a G. I was a little scared, but I went in like a G. And I was like, look, I'm standing firm. But seeing his face just made me so sad, because he looked so disappointed that I was leaving. Why? Because I'm good at what I do. I'm good at my job, and he knows I'm gonna work hard. He was like, look, I know I don't have to micromanage. I don't have to look over your shoulder. Like, I don't have to worry about with you and the builders. Like, you're gonna be firm with them, whatever. So I don't have to be concerned about you. So now I got to find a new person to, fill that void and hope that they, do as well as you did. All that, right? But this is a kicker. He offered me more money. Now, this is where the issue comes in with that. Because when I took this job, I told y'all there was a slight decrease, but then they started cutting hours and just a whole lot of craziness was going on. And so he offered me more money, but when I talked to you about a slight increase a couple of months ago, there was no money to be found, right? So, it's interesting how now all of a sudden, there's no slight on him, he's a person, I'm not going to say anything mean, but I'm like, where was this money when I asked you about it a couple months ago? And if now all of a sudden you can give it to me now, you could have talked to me and pulled me to the side a couple of months ago or a few weeks ago and said, hey, we have a little extra wiggle room, give you more money. That conversation never happened. So I told him, I'm going to take the other position, and it had more to do with, just the perks and the benefits of what came with the other position. But y'all, I was thinking about it for a while. I was thinking about it. Not all money is good money. So, I had to think about my peace and my sanity and all that. Time here has been good. If I could have stayed for some of my coworkers, I definitely would have done that because it would have been worth it. But, I just started getting excited about move and transition and all that. So, just here telling y'all what happened. I told you I was going to let you know. So I just got 3 more days and I'm going to take some time off before I start the new position. And, I'm looking forward to it. So that was that. Jobs are very interesting. You have one, you don't have something to give to your employee one day, but then the next day when they're getting ready to leave, you do. It's just like a man sometimes, And women too. I'm not going to lie. Women do the same thing to men. But either way, y'all, I'm going to get out of this rain and go home because one thing about Texas, me being from the East Coast is completely different. Like, we put skis on our car and we get the movement, right? As long as we're safe. But Texas, if it missed, honey, let me tell you, the way they slow down on these roads. So I'm going to go ahead and get on this road because I know people are going to be dragging, and I left work a little late today, so I'm probably going to hit a little bit more traffic than usual. But y'all be good until I pick up the camera next time. Y'all be easy. All right, talk to you soon. What is up, beautiful people? So I am headed out to celebrate my youngest brother's birthday. I am so excited. Like, my brother, if anybody knows me, well, y'all are getting to know me, but he's the youngest one, and that is my heart. So we're gonna go out and celebrate him. His birthday is today, May 22nd. So I'm super excited about that. Just me and him. Some brother-sister time. My other brothers live in different states, so but we're gonna celebrate him tonight, and then tomorrow is my stepfather's birthday, which, look, May was a busy birthday month. My oldest brother's birthday was a week ago today, so it's been a lot. My niece graduated from high school yesterday. I was super excited about that. So it's a lot going on in the month of May, so hyped about that. So one of my coworkers was like, technically you don't have to do anything today. I was like, no, I do. That's not even me, because if that's the case, I would have stayed at home. Got some work done, wrapped up some stuff, and I don't know, people were pretty sad to see me go. Like, I felt it in my heart. Like, it started hitting me like I'm not coming back here anymore, even with the craziness. When you've been around people for a while and you see them day in and day out, and that's where most of your time is spent, is at work, you start to get connections with people. But the biggest thing for me, like, some people actually shed some tears, y'all. Like, I was starting to get emotional. But the thing that really hit me was they were like, Shanette, we appreciate you for who you are. Like, you as a person, and just how you pour into us and how you pray for us, and just also how hard you work. Like, you come in, you put your nose down, but you also know how to be cool and socialize with us. And we have no doubt we have to worry about if the work is getting done. Like, you're going to give 150%. Like, these are actually things they're saying to me. And I'm just like, God, like, when I told my mother, she was like, you never know how people see you and what effect you have on people. I mean, even management was coming up to me. And one manager, you could tell, it was like eye contact. He was like, good for you. Good for you. I've even heard people say, good for you. Like, literally, they told me, good for you, get up out of here. But either way, it was a cool day. I got gifts, and everyone signed a card, which I wasn't expecting. They were really good gifts. So all in all, it was a really good day. Sorry, I don't know if y'all can hear my GPS, but yeah, but it was a good day, and I just wanted to, let you all know how my last day went, since I told you I was leaving my job and heading to the new, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this camera up and focus on traffic. But what am I doing this weekend? Like, it's really good weather, so when the weather is good, the sun is out and the birds are chirping, I'm very happy about that. But I don't know what weather's going to be like this weekend, but I'm about to be off for the next week, so I'm going to try to be out and about and get some stuff done and just enjoy myself. But y'all let me know what y'all are up to, because the weather is picking up. It's picking up, and I'm very excited about it. So all right, y'all take care. Until next time, bye.